The next thing we want to look at is products. Within Punchit, we have this area within the admin area where you can add your products. Okay. Actually, this is the tab is called products, but it actually stores products or services. Pretty much anything in here can be a product or a service. And these are, think of them as types of work or work types, as they used to be referred to in earlier versions of Punchit, that an employee can perform, things that an employee can do. It's ways of categorizing that time that an employee might log in the system. To add a product, you click on plus. Okay. The very first thing you need to do is you need to select customer. Okay. Or leave this set to all customers. Leaving this set to all customers will make this product or service available to all customers. So regardless of how many customers you put in the system, when an employee goes to work on a job for that customer, this product or service will become available to them. If it's a product or service that is specific to a customer, then you would simply choose that particular customer and then choose whether it's a product or a service. Let's just say that it's a service. In this particular case, it is a service, and we're going to call this service, we'll just call it basic production work. Okay, and it wants us to give it a product or service code. Basically, this is a unique code that belongs to this product or service, and it needs to be as short as possible, 3, maybe 4 digits, and it needs to be something that is unique across all other customers, so that whenever you choose this, it knows exactly which record we're talking about. So in this particular case, I'm just going to call this prod1, and that's 5 digits, but that'll be all right. And you can, if you choose, to enter a description and some of this other information here. Punchit has the ability to keep track of certain bits of information about a product or a service. You don't have to utilize it, but it could be very handy, especially if you're a smaller shop and you don't have a way to calculate that data yourself. For instance, you can choose whether or not this service is taxable or not. Okay, if it is taxable, what is that tax rate? Okay, we also have this concept of costs versus bill amounts. So you can choose a cost amount and a bill amount, and each one of those has 2 different types. You have a flat cost and an hourly cost, and a flat bill and an hourly bill. Easiest way to think about this is this little description here tells you. Flat cost is a flat, non-changing cost associated with this product or service. Let's just say that every time you do basic production work, the very first thing you have to do is, fill out a job rec, and there's a fee associated with that. So maybe it's a $5 fee associated with filling out a job requisition. Okay, so you could do that as a flat cost. Okay, and if you want to pass that on to the customer and maybe even increase it by a little bit and make a little bit of money off of that, you can charge them $10 for that. Okay, so this would be an example of a flat cost and a flat bill rate associated with this product code. Now, in addition, you can, if you'd like, also assign an hourly cost and an hourly bill rate. So for instance, let's just say that your average hourly cost based upon the type of employee who would do this service, let's just say that it's $20 an hour, is an average of what it costs you hourly to perform this type of service. That fee might include, some building overhead or whatever, but in general, you're saying, hey, when my employees are working on this particular thing, it's costing me $20 an hour. But you might want to pass that on to your customer and charge them a certain amount and make a little bit of profit on it. So we'll say that you're going to bill it at $45 an hour. So the basic idea here is anytime somebody logs an entry using prod1, they are going to get a flat cost of $5 and a flat bill rate of $10 regardless of how much time is assigned. They're also going to get a hourly rate of $20 an hour, and that will be $20 an hour cost times however much time the employee spends working on this job, versus a $45 an hour times the amount of time spent on the job rate for billable. A lot of this will make more sense in a later video whenever we show you the job logging functionality and some of the reporting, but this is the basics of setting up a product or a service.